It's also, you know, not necessarily good for a band to make yourself that constantly available. Like, it's good to kind of like pull away for a little bit, kind of go behind the curtain.
Constantly available, as in like physically touring and stuff
Physically
like that.
touring, that's
like,
what I mean.
And
yeah.
we were still very reachable as.
Well, I mean, everyone's reachable now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the world we live in, you know.
Tweet.
I mean, that's the thing. I think a lot of like younger kids, and I don't mean this like putting them down anyway. I don't think like some of them. I wonder how lucky they like. I don't know if they realize how lucky they are that they can actually like directly reach guys in bands or girls in bands. There's people in bands. I could never do that. You know, we could never do that with the bands that we like. I don't know if I would have wanted to at the time because that just wasn't part of the culture for us. It's kind of like you go to a show, and if you do actually run to the band, you go say great show, and you leave, and that's it. And but yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty great that they're able to really directly, you know, contact us and stuff. It's cool. It's cool to be able to get that instant feedback from them as well.
I don't think there's a bigger hip hop influence in this record than there's been on any of our records. I just think it's interesting. I think from the get-go, from the outset, we were always very influenced by hip hop.
We're influenced by a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the hip hop thing gets so focused on, and just because we had 2 Chainz in our video, everyone's like, oh, it's hip hop. It's hip hop. And it's like, yeah, we love hip hop. I mean, we love a lot of things. I think that's what's interesting about this band, and that's what this is, I mean, and I'll just speak for myself on this. This is why I think our music, and especially on this record, that's why I think it's become more and more eclectic over the years, because as more of the guys in the band become more and more involved in the writing, you start getting all these different vibes, all these different kind of influences that kind of meet up in the middle. And yeah, there's hip hop, there's classic rock, there's, you know, funk, there's all sorts of things that we love. And yeah, I mean, hip hop has always been definitely an identifiable element, just because it is very, you know, it is probably like the most popular thing out there, and it's definitely something we gravitate towards for sure.
We do not just because there's so many logistics involved in that. That's actually always the last thing to get finished. The record.
You track the record, yeah. You get pretty much like the meat of everything done, and then you kind of try to leave some parts for some people to write on and kind of join in.
Well, and people have recorded on stuff, but that's always that's where the legalese comes in. There's always somebody's, you know, some label somewhere that is happy or unhappy with stuff. So or you know, or somebody is, you know, hey, I'm gonna track it. I'm just in France right now. I'll hit you when I'm back or whatever, yeah. You know. So there's a lot of that going on, but we have a few ideas. So.